Hey, Shiv. I just saw you brought a new car this morning. Is that the birthday gift?
Yeah, that's new, but it's not a birthday gift.
Ah, I see.
You remember my car, the Suzuki R31?
The silver one?
Yeah.
Okay.
We had problem with that car.
Oh, really? How come? What's the problem?
Yeah, you remember that car, right?
Yeah.
So my dad, he bought it at one of the dealers, like Suzuki dealers, and then he paid for it, but using PT Adira services. Do you know PT Adira?
Yeah, of course. Who don't know?
Yeah, I know, right? That's the financing company, right? And then it went so well until the 15 installments.
15 months of the installment?
Yeah, so on the 15th installment, it got some problem because the credit marketing officer, he got fired because he got into trouble, right?
Okay.
And then he got, replaced, and then he got replaced. And after he got replaced, everything just went down. Like, they told my dad that the installment is actually 60 times instead of 48 times.
Okay.
And then my dad, of course, he would not like it, right?
Yes,
so
it's a huge loss, actually, right?
So he sued PT Adira. But unfortunately, we only got like 15 million back. And they also took our car.
They took your car back?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's unbelievable, man.
Yeah, I know, right? That's horrifying.
Yeah, I mean, like, a huge company like Adira did such fraud. I mean, it's unbelievable, you know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's really bad.
I'm sorry to hear that. That's horrifying. That's totally horrifying. Anyway, can I borrow your notes?
Oh, sure. Which one?
Financial institution.
Okay.
Because I did not take any notes. Because,
Of course, you never do.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Please return it back on Friday.
Okay, absolutely. Shift. Anyway, has it solved yet? Your case?
The car problem thing.
Yeah, the Adira thing.
Well, it's not solved yet. That's why we are still suing them right now.
Still suing them right now.
Because they only gave us back 15 million.
Only 15 million?
Yeah, like what I told you about back then. And then we paid way more than 15 million, and they also took our car.
That's horrible. But
it's actually really big. It's on the news.
It's on the news. Well, can you show me the news, because I'm really curious about it.
Yeah, it is available on the internet. Let me show you the video of it.
Alright.
Just wait a little bit. Okay.
The next is the suit of PT Adira Dinamika Multi Finance. PT Adira Dinamika Multi Finance was sued for the misapplication of agreement letter of car payments on Suzuki PT Trans Sumatera Agung dealer in Gatot Subroto Street, Medan. The complainant, Mr. Wan Ahyar Zulfikar and wife, sued PT Adira Dinamika Multi Finance for the fraud on agreement letter, where the installment payment should be only 48 months, but it is written 60 months. In pure losses, a lot of money, Mr. Wan sued PT Adira Dinamika Multi Finance to Medan District Court, and in fact, within legal proceedings, suddenly Mr. Wan's car was taken without foreclosure letter from the court. That is the news for today. My name is Citra Ayu Hadiani. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.
Okay, so I will summarize the case first. So in this case of PT Adira, it actually has a very simple root problem. In the first place, a customer named Mr. Wan Ahyar Zulfikar wanted to purchase Suzuki R3 from PT Trans Sumatera Agung. A day later, Muhammad Idam, as the sales marketing of PT Trans Sumatera, along with his friends, Andi Asmara as the credit marketing officer of PT Adira Dinamika Multi Finance. At the time, Mr. Ahyar did not want to purchase a car with the installment service from PT Adira Dinamika Multi Finance to finance its payment. But after persuaded by the credit marketing officer named Andi Asmara, then he agreed. In the first agreement, they had a deal that the installment payment should be done for 48 months. But when Andi Asmara got trouble and fired by PT Adira, then the re-verification was being done again toward Mr. Akhyar's installment. By the end of the process, it was found out that the installment should be paid for 60 months or 5 years. Surprised by the result, Mr. Akhyar went to the office of PT Adira and complained with the customer service. However, he didn't get a solution from it, and a few days later, PT Adira proposed to pay 15 million rupiah to Mr. Akhyar as the restructuration of payment agreement. But Mr. Akhyar rejected. He felt like being cheated and thought that PT Adira was being a fraud at the time. And finally, Mr. Akhyar bring this case to the District Court of Medan.
In the 16th month of his installment, the car was taken by PT Adira without foreclosure from the court. This matter also brought into the court as well. As for this matter, Mr. Akhyar also asked for the cost of loss he suffered in the amount of 117,180,000 rupiah. It is summed from the 4,730,000 rupiah times 16 months plus down payment, which is 25 million rupiah. In fact, Mr. Akhyar also paid for the car rental for 55 days, counted from the day PT Adira took the car after the case was brought to court, which is 300,000 times 55 days. In short, following the trial court, Mr. Akhyar's lawsuit ended not granted by the judge because he only accused PT Adira Dinamika Multi Finance as the installment provider, but not including PT Trans Sumatra Agung as the car dealer. By the end of court, the unsatisfied customer Mr. Akhyar stated that he will seek justice. Even he said that he will bring this case into Komisi Yudisial and Mahkamah Agung if it is necessary. For the solution, we believe that the root problem is Andi Asmara himself as the credit marketing officer of PT Adira. Thus, the parties should be able to invite the former credit marketing officer into the court along with M. Idam as the representative of PT Trans Sumatra. Well, by inviting them both, they can give a clarify because we believe that Andi Asmara was the person who did misconduct and bring a loss to both parties, which are PT Adira and Mr. Akhyar. On the other hand, PT Adira should apologize to Mr. Akhyar as the consumer and pay the loss of in the amount of 117,180,000 rupiah. The future, the court could also burden the loss payment to Andi Asmara as he is presumed as the criminal. For what happened to Mr. Akhyar, this case became the reflection of incapability of a company to control their human asset. PT Adira in the first place was unable to detect the misconduct that happened. Therefore, we recommend such financial institution to have an anti-fraud program in order to avoid this misconduct.